Welcome everyone to yet another guide on how to play the most popular class in an 18-year-old game. Now you may wonder why this guide is better than any other you've seen before. 'Cause I've got a PhD in Diablo 2, bitch! So sit back, relax, and enjoy the summary of like 30 hours of streaming time of me playing from scratch, also known as Untwinked. You can check out all the streams here or here. The table of the content should be somewhere here, and the timestamps are in the description. All that said, let's jump into part 1, normal difficulty. Let me put on my reading glasses and we can begin. Skills. First, you put all skills into Charge Vault. At level 12, you switch to putting points into Nova. If you're playing Hardcore, leave some points for prerequisites, cause at level 24, you want to start putting points into Blizzard. Finally, at level 30, regardless whether you're Softcore or Hardcore, you should respec and start putting points into Frozen Orb and Cold Mastery simultaneously. This pretty much wraps up all you need to know about skills in normal difficulty. Simply put, these skills alone are the highest damage possible and will allow you to clear the fastest with relatively enough safety. Core items, bunch of low-level rune words really. Stealth, Lore, and Ancient's Pledge are massive helpers. You can buy the base items from Act 1 vendors or maybe Act 2. Probably the shield as well. Getting runes requires a tad of luck for lore, and if you don't get the soul rune just while playing through, you always have the option of farming Countess a gazillion of times, or simply waiting for Nightmare Countess where you'll get it in a few runs. Next up we have Inside, massive quality of life improvement, pretty much a no-brainer. Edge, though, is pretty specific, not as useful in normal, but goes up in value in the later stages. Basically use it when gambling stuff, which you should be doing a lot. Then again, probably don't waste gold on gambling in normal difficulty, maybe only like before Mephisto or Diablo to get some extra resistances on gloves or amulets so you don't get one shot. Lastly, we have Spirit, amazing weapon. The only caveat is a 4-socketed sword only becomes available at item level 26, which can only drop in River of Flame or later. So from that point on, keep an eye out for socketed swords on the ground. And that's it. Simple stuff really. Stats. Start out with putting a bunch into strength to be able to use armors and such, maybe like 40-ish, and move on to spending everything into vitality. I know, complicated, right? Finally, we have a few noteworthy things about each act. So Act 1, don't use Charge Sequest, leave it for health difficulty when you're high level, since the imbue quality depends on your level except for diadems. Also use Antidote Potions for Andariel and you're good to go. Act 2, use Thawing Potions for Duriel and you're good to go. Act 3, slap a few topazes or sapphires into a helmet, armor, or shield for some resistances, cause that Mephisto packs a really good punch in normal. Also use bear potions for Mephisto and you're good to go. Act 4, if you're playing Hardcore, you have to hit level 24 before Chaos Sanctuary. 24 before Chaos Sanctuary or even before River of Flame, depending on the type of monster spawning there. Basically trying to take out those mages with just a Nova will be a massive pain and you can easily die because most likely your resistances will be crap. With that said, you don't actually need to respec because Blizzard early on is so powerful that it will be more than enough to take out everything even without any synergies. If you hit level 24 early in Act 4, you can go back to farm some Mephisto, perhaps it'll help you out with resistances when dealing with Diablo, so that's always a good idea. As for Diablo himself, his Firestorm deals 50% lightning damage, so definitely get those resistances along with fire ones. Also drink some vodka potions for Diablo and you're good to. Act 5, don't use Lerzuk quest. Leave it for health difficulty when you pick up something like a shake coat to slap some health or whatever into it, maybe like an rune. For rune word bases, although it may feel like frustrating at times, use cube recipes. I cannot stretch this enough. You'll get the right amount of sockets eventually, and trust me, you'll want those socket quests for endgame. Other than that, farm Bale a couple of times before moving into Nightmare, like level 30-ish is good for softcore, level 35-ish is very safe for hardcore, and that's pretty much it. See, I told you it was going to be really quick for normal difficulty, so do all of this and you can get a PhD in Diablo 2 as well. Or, you know, you could do none of that and simply enjoy the game. I don't judge. Hey, this sounds just like you smashing that subscribe button after seeing this video.